Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe, and if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. Alright, so I feel like we're nearing completion of the law deck. Keep in mind, there was a couple of decks we were working on, a couple of variants. One variant is going to be put on hold. We feel like we have to cross our fingers for certain cards to be made and come out in the future. This one, the one that showed most real-time promise, I guess, right? This one, I may have, like, let's say, put the foundation out there, you know, giving myself a little bit of credit, but I'm not really the one building and finalizing this deck. My homie is, so he's near completion with it, so I feel confident that the next video will be the deck list, but these are just some edits along the way there. So we are going up against what's this called, Red Purple Luffy, a fun deck that I hope to get back to. I feel like that Luffy, or this leader, has many different lanes. I promise you, like, we did a film deck, that one flowed great, and there's just more film cards now, so we can come back to that. Then there's so many cards that can pump your leader. So you got Yasop, you got the Luffy, you got Ninebeard, you got Kid, 7-drop Kid, that is. You know, you got all these cards that are we gonna shambles the act? I was about to say. Anyway, yeah, you got all these cards that can pump Luffy, so you can make a deck like that where Luffy can consistently be 7k or whatever, and or you just find a more generic build and just truly make sure you take advantage of his ability to ramp Dawn. It's immensely underrated. It really is, because he gives you the luxury to definitely eat 3 Dawn per turn. Once you get to that Dawn state, you can eat up to 3 Dawn per turn, and you just, you know, make sure you ramp that 1, and yeah, you'll be hitting 10 Dawn over and over again. So he should see a lot more play. I mean, I'm sure there's more builds that can be created with this leader, but a lot of people haven't found the ability to tap into Luffy. I mean, you remember that card Ultimortar? It is a 1 Dawn counter event that is a Dawn -2, give 2000 power for the battle and draw a card. We use that with this Luffy, because like I said, like, once you reach a certain Dawn state and all that stuff, you are Gucci. So it just became very playable, and people didn't see that, you know? People didn't see that. It's like, yeah, here's a 2k counter that's letting me draw, maintain my hand size because I'm a 6k leader. So yeah, I hope this leader had moments, but not really in the spotlight, in my personal opinion. But it's definitely had moments where it's like, oh snap, somebody really, you know, went this far with a Red Purple Luffy deck. But anyway, nothing compares to the rise and fall of Red Green Law. I mean, people were so mad and frustrated at this deck, you know, but all it took was that board removal meta, and this deck could not see the light of day anymore. He went from, what, tier 1, I think we could safely say, to just not playable. It creeps me out. But now this meta is, the current meta is more aggressive, and less board removal is being utilized. Maybe because there's a lot of things getting around it. There's a lot of character cards getting printed, making them sticky. There's a lot of leader abilities that's kind of making things obnoxious, because Blackbeard himself had that type of impact on the meta. So it's calmed the board removal down, and now it's just more of a meta where it's like, oh, that's a tech card, what the heck? Like, he knew he was going to play up against the, imagine he just saw our room, you know, you create a room and then was like, oh, that's a Red Green Law deck. Let me put this in there. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, oh, Going for game. This match went by kind of fast. Oh, that's minus okay. I was like, wow. Well, they need to get the Luffy off the board. So all counter power needs to go to Luffy to keep him alive. Yep. And that's just a 2K. Not much you could do with that. And we got a blocker, so it doesn't matter. So that's GG, buddy. It's all good. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, board removals calmed down. Then it just became high drop, high drop, high drop. And in a weird way, because it's not like board removal was gone forever or anything like that, right? So in a weird way, it was a weird spot for law decks. It's like, yeah, it's still a struggle for me to, you know, get my 5 characters go on the board. Like, come on, what's good? You know, people were still playing like a mandatory 1 to 2 removal cards. You know, whether it's a playset or not. You might have an event, you might have character ability, but it was there. And then you're getting punched in the face with characters that are like 7, 8, 9K by default. That's a tough hill to climb. Oh, we're going up again. I don't know if this is the same person or not, but it's definitely another match of Red Purple Luffy. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a struggle because now you gotta respectfully try to get these big bodies off of their board. You gotta punch them in the face, but they're big bodies, and you got 4 little tiny, you know, hope to have 2,000 power characters on the board until you shambles in some 6K bodies. But then what is a 6K to a 12K? You feel me? So struggle. But I always thought this in the back of my mind. I'm like, well, if you can outpace them, who cares about their 10 drops, right? I mean, trust me, easier said than done. You know, there's certain effects, there's certain shenanigans happening. Like Shanks is annoying 10 drop. Your 6K becomes a 5K. Easy counter out. Like, come on now. Oh, they did another Shanks. Now it's like all my cards are worthless. Ugh. You know, so it was tough and tricky, but yeah, that was part of my ideology. What if you could just have such a high tempo and just take them out? But anyway, so that's just me vouching for Red Green Law might have an actual place in this meta, because I'm noticing there's a reward for like a higher tempo aggro deck, high octane and stuff like that. Just attack. But when it comes to what's available now, I had said in a prior video, Red Green Law needs about 3 sources of economics, right? He needs 3 economy cards, in my opinion, right? So we've got 2 searchers, and well, 3 searchers technically, but 2 of them is for the Supernova cast, and then 1 of them is for the Straw Hat cast. So, but those are your 3 economy cards. If you got 3 economy cards, then you can build the deck. So I think the Supernova deck is the one with the potential. They have, I believe, what is needed to flow. Now it's it relies on your decision making, what cards to play, how many of what card to play, yada yada. We could counter out, right? You got another Nami too. There we go. So we have restand law, which means we can, if we make the right plays, we can definitely attack with our blocker. Basically got 3 attacks here. No, they're pumped to 7K, right? Okay, so we'll do it like that, right? You can't maximize the Dawn, but it is what it is. You would have to shambles right now if you want to maximize your Dawn. There needs to be like more rest cards in this game, in my opinion. Well, not rest cards in this game, but oh no, it wouldn't help in this situation. But I'm about to propose. Okay, so my homie was like, "What are we doing?" That's an interesting play. Oh, we just said F that. Okay, interesting. Okay, putting Law on the chopping block. But anyway, we were discussing 2K counter options for this deck, and it just like, as I'm talking about, like, we might need options to, rest cards. There's a new X-Drake that is 5-drop 2K counter, 5,000 power, and I believe it rests a 5-drop, and then at the end of the turn you get an active Dawn. That might help function in this deck. So I'm about to text like, yo, maybe you might want to try X-Drake. But yeah, he was talking about switching up his 2K counters and stuff like that. Because like right now we have 2K counters that we technically can't search for. So that's my theory. It's like maybe X-Drake might create that impact that you're looking for. Because if they got blockers and you can just rest the blockers, you can kind of keep punching and punching and punching. And then you got like this, Otama, right? You play Otama, you can shambles Otama back in your hand and get that X-Drake on the board. And then you can always swing an X-Drake before bouncing it back to your hand. So I think there's a lot more value to X-Drake. More that meets the eye. Oh, wow. You gotta count that. Aggro, they should be 8. Well, you got 4 on them. That's like 10K, right? Oh, they're a 9. Oh, because Luffy then... Okay, got you. They still gotta respect this swing. They still gotta make a decision. Is that game? Oh, wow. They held out. That's the sad part. Cards like Thunder Bagua and stuff, when you're already capped out on your Dawn, they're just... You lose... It feels like you just lose value, you know? He probably could afford to play Blast Breath. Based on the tempo... Oh, well, I get it. He was going to keep attacking with Luffy, and then right now he would create... No, you still got your leader ability. Yeah. He would need... He probably should just play Blast Breath. 1 Dawn... I'm talking about for the... well, obvious, right? Blast Breath, purple card. But yeah, I'm talking about the red, purple Luffy. He probably should just play Blast Breath. He doesn't... It doesn't seem like he destroys his Dawn count well enough to take advantage. That's hilarious. Let us get our 2 Dawn back. That's kind of crazy. They just said F this. Understand. Yeah, that's 2 swings. So whatever that 1 card would be, it wouldn't matter. So we got 2 restamp laws in hand. Search Nami, we whip. No, we don't whip. That's why that card's in here. So that card is very versatile. It is defensive for 1 Dawn. It is offensive for 2 Dawn, right, by resting a 5-drop. So it helps you, turn up. And it is both searchable by Nami and Kid Killer / Bonnie. We take, they draw. Yeah. Like, resting, especially if you're going to have a deck that attacks a lot, you really do get rewarded when you can get around their blockers. So yeah, having cards that rest really does help. I'll be surprised if we're not getting that Cavendish. We didn't get that Cavendish. Oh, but we got another Searcher, and that is understandable. Especially since we don't have the capability of playing Blocker Law right now. It's not going to happen. But we didn't even need to Bonnie. No. The Bonnie Search. We're just going to lose it. That's the tough part. Well, having Kid Killer is fine. Because whatever we would do with Bonnie, we can do with Kid Killer. So we're in a good place. It's okay. All right. They make their option. That's hilarious. Because you want to draw. You're swinging at life. That's hilarious. So you leave our Bonnie on the board. That is hilarious. Oh, you know what? We do have a blocker. So we probably... I can see player blocking in order to protect the Bonnie. Wow, we really have 3. So we got 5 laws in our hands. It's not like a poker game right now. And we got 3 of our blocker law, which is a crucial card for just the system in general. It's been a crucial card for red-green law for the longest. Poke for 5. Come on now. How is this a tough decision? Either that or you walked away. AFK? Okay. We decided to do that. Cavendish, give us a 2 Don back. Shambles. I mean, there's Nami again. Oh. Luffy. So we just bottom decked our last blocker law. But hey, we got a Luffy. And in theory, you know, playing the constant search cards, it's not like we can't push it back to the top of the deck. I mean, you got literally 3 search cards available to start going off. Shambles, play, shambles, play. Like, in like 2 turns, it'll probably be halfway in the deck. Oh, this Nami player's thinking. I can only imagine a lot of players at the moment just being perplexed because this leader wasn't relevant when they start playing. Like, you get what I'm saying? They probably really look at some old leaders and like, what the heck is going on? Like, keep in mind, this is still scary, right? Like, you see what's happening? This is still scary for them. But they trying to figure out, like, what does leader do? What the heck? This doesn't seem good. Why is it good? You gotta have 5 characters on the board. You gotta switch for opposite colors. How much value can they get from this? A lot. Oh, Nami's thinking. There it goes. Oh, that does feel like a doo-doo play. I get it. Just go for law. I would find it interesting if we take. I feel like we could take. Okay, we want for the block. But like, we don't keep taking this type of damage. Yeah, this is nuts. It's gonna be, yeah, Zoro, only option. See, already we just like went 10 cards into the deck off of that one play. Well, swing raw, and then you could Don X and swing for 7. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess either option would create 2 cards out of hand. So this is, yeah, I could see this being the better option because you can still, you know, get the 2 and your Zoro's safe. It's just active. I mean, it's funny, Zoro's probably low-key safe no matter what because if they gravity tagger us, 100% the targets are going to be both our blockers. So Zoro's fine. He gets to just chill. Law is so entertaining to watch. I remember when Law's place started to become a little shaky in the meta, and you really had to outthink your opponent. Whitebeard was tier 0 and just causing problems. And I was watching this video, it was a tournament, and this Law player was playing, and it was just majestic. I never seen Otama get utilized like that. It was just constant pressure to swing for 6, constant like recycling Otama to really help clean up the opponent's board. It was nuts, and he won. It was like I said, it was like the brink of Law phasing out, right? So he won, and it was just a shock. It's like, what? Law made it this far? Like, yeah. I wish I would know the YouTube video. I can't think of it off the top of my head, and I probably wouldn't be able to find it. Oh, counter it out. And then technically, I kind of would want to save the Otama for a counter swing, because these characters on their board, 8,000, 7,000, you might need an Otama to help take them off the board. You know what I'm saying? We lost the Otama. And I think we might have bottom deck too. And they went for life. All right, we got more defense. It's hilarious because technically there's another restand Law right there. Okay, went for some defensive options. A blocker would have been good too. I doubt they're gonna keep bouncing back a 1-drop blocker. That would be insane. Cavendish comes out for a value of 3. Yeah, at this point we should definitely pay attention to the order of the cards. So we got no attacks, and everything's green on the board. I mean, you should have a 2K. Come on now, Nami. Are they running thin? Are they running thin on counter power? No, okay, I low-key had a feeling. Okay, so that's probably why they're moving so slow. They're probably just new to the Nami deck. And I was just like, in the back of my head, I didn't say it out loud because I wasn't confident. I'm like, do they think their leader ability can work on their character? And I guess sure enough, that's what that was. That's crazy. That's a sad misplay right there. They got 9 minutes left on the clock. This person is thinking. All right. Hate to see life get burned, but it is what it is. Oh, and there was another searcher. But that play ate up so much Dawn. This is crazy. Too bad we don't have 2 active Dawn. And that's a bad thing. The the elephant, whatever, the event, it only works on leader. Oh, we got a bunch of bricks. Ooh, we gotta make some plays here. We got bricks in our hand. You're bouncing back our searcher? They probably realized like, okay, this is not exactly what I want. Yeah. Because now we could play it and search again. Well, they about to swing heavy. Yeah, there's a decision here to lose your law blocker. Okay, we're just going for the countering. Oh, wow. They really did that. Okay, so technically we can have a potential law shambles again. Access to that again. But that we need we chucked our green low drop. We need low red drops in hand. Oh, there it goes. Bye, Otama. Oh, this is a crazy swing. Yeah, let's get that off the board. You only got 3 cards in hand. That'll be nuts if you can save it, but you shouldn't be able to save it. Come on now. Here you go. If you're still here watching, please give us a share. Sharing is caring. The further we can reach people with these builds, the better. Hopefully have some sort of effect on the meta. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt confident. There was a couple of decks we made that was just great. Oh, maybe this might make some people happy, but we're gonna revisit Doflamingo. Yeah, now he's not like wrecking havoc. It's like, yeah, this is safe to touch now. We had made a really strong Doflamingo deck back when Anel was terrorizing and Moria was terrorizing, and this is before the Jinbei. Doflamingo, like, we just couldn't beat Moria. We could, but it was difficult. But the win rate we had on yellow was insane. And you know, this is when yellow was like real dominant. So it was only Moria gave us some trouble. That's it. But that build was pretty good. So it's like, oh, he kind of fell from grace, hard body. Yeah, let's revisit this. Let's see if we can do something. We keep in mind, yeah, we do have a lot of decks we're going through, but hopefully we can hit Last Life. Hopefully we can hit Doflamingo before the next set of cards come out, because they be throwing cards at us now, and just like, oh, this set came out, oh, this set came out, oh, these starter decks came out, oh, these starter decks came out, oh, this set came out, oh, this. It's like, chill. Trying to get acclimated. Oh, and of course, if there's any leaders or anybody you want to see, feel free to leave a request in the comments. We do pay attention to that. We prioritize requests. So if you have a request, priority, top of the list. The risk reward behind cards that draw life, I feel like Zeus has like one of the better values of drawing life. It's like, okay, I'm a 2-drop that could pop a 5k. I'm technically a character on the board, and you know, I'm gonna draw a life, but my impact should be felt. Yep. They have no blocker. But they're running out of time. Meanwhile, we can kid killer shenanigans and stuff like that. Oh no, well, we could do that, and then we could probably Oh, yes. Lovely top deck. Oh, we cycled all the way back. Oh, my God. And we still didn't. We cycled all the way back to that law. But yeah, now that we can push some characters on the board, we can attack. Oh, my God. The restand came back. That's nuts. We literally went through our whole deck. So we're going to be able to do some shenanigans. Yeah, they don't have a blocker. I wouldn't be surprised if we develop Kid Killer, Swing, Shambles, Swing again. Very aggressive play, very effective. So we're just trimming the fat right now. And it's kind of funny, like constantly making it their turn as fast as possible is milking that clock. Oh, they capped out their Don. They just, RG. Thanks for watching.